The Professional Snowboarding and Free Skiing so-called Snow League has just secured more funding in its inaugural season. Joining us now is one of the Snow League's founders, three-time U.S. Olympic gold medalist, Shaun White.
Great to see you.
Having me. Cheers.
We've been talking about
very excited to have you here.
How someone becomes you, and you admitted it was you didn't think it through on the trampoline. You were doing things that normal people would say, no, I'm not going to do that, but you decided to go ahead and do it.
Even more surprising, my parents were like, yeah, that's okay.
How old were you? How old were you when you started on the trampoline?
Gosh, I was probably like 4 or 5. 4. Yeah, jumping around. Then I got sponsored. First sponsor, I was 7 for snowboarding.
Before you realized you shouldn't be doing it. Before the fear takes over. I guess. Here's my thought on this. Sports, I mean, what can you say about sports in the world today? It's expanding everywhere. And I thought, you know what? If you can have a pickleball league, you can have a snow league.
Yeah. Hey.
I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. We see it. How come it hasn't? Because every 4 years, we're riveted.
Yeah.
Why don't we think that it would work in between Olympics?
No, it's incredible to see. I mean, look, at the Olympics, it's not just an athlete going. I mean, I was the athlete of the Winter Games, and there are others. You know, Chloe Kim. We have these amazingly talented athletes going in. After the Olympics, there's just nothing there for them. And you look at any traditional sport, there's tour. You know, football, baseball, soccer, UFC, F1. So it's a shame that we don't have that in the sport of free skiing and snowboarding. So I, felt it was my time and place to bring this about, and I'm so excited for it. And when you really look at the landscape, it's incredible, right? You have maybe 66-something million participants in golf. There's 130-something million participants in winter sport with a higher household income than golf. So you have this massive audience, and you want to reach them in between Olympic seasons. And so, the Snow League's founded and really excited about it.
How much of it is about telling the story of the particular athletes? Because it's one thing I find myself, like, I love just watching you or watching some of the, either Olympic stuff or X Games or people doing crazy things.
Yeah.
But it's like if I flip onto it, I can stay there for a long time.
Yeah, of course.
But I haven't found myself saying, okay, next Sunday I need to go watch to see where they are in the season, right? And that, I assume, takes a different.
We don't have a season, really.
Right,
it's
because that takes a different kind of dedication.
Where do you find
So how much of it is about just creating the season unto itself?
Yeah.
And then how much is about creating a narrative around these different athletes so that I want to see every Sunday or whatever it is what's happening?
It's a great question, because for me, I get the question all the time. It's, where's the next Shaun White? Where's this next person in the sport? I'm like, they're there already. We're just not telling their story. So for me, it's all about elevating the athletes, bringing them to this new place, and really putting it on a pedestal, because it's been deemed action sports for the longest time, but it is sports. I mean, just because we're not kicking or throwing a ball, I mean, these athletes are risking so much to be out there, flying down the mountain. The half pipe's 22 feet tall, doing multiple flips. I mean, it's impressive to watch. So I think really pulling back the curtain and showing the lives of these athletes and the struggles it takes to get to this place. I mean, I was lucky that my story was really told, but now I have the chance to kind of bring these athletes up, tell their stories, and put them on that pedestal.
What's it take to get started with something? I know there was a funding round, $15 million.
Yeah, we just closed.
What would you need how much more do you need to get fully ready to go?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, we're thrilled to have just closed this second round, and we're moving. But look, we're supported by these massive sports backers, private equity, and
you have a relationship with NBC too.
NBC became our
Winter
broadcast
Olympics,
partner.
obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know for how that was a great deal when we secured that for. I say, but
being Steve Burke. Right?
Yeah, Steve Burke and Peacock.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's been amazing. We have 359 Capital that came in, Wise Ventures, Bitcraft, Left Lane. These amazing people supporting us on this vision that I have. This goal, this league. So it's been incredible to have them, support us and really. After one event, we're heading into an Olympic year. It's just everything spinning and landing on winter sports. So it's just a perfect time to be launching. How much
do you need to get in terms of sponsorship for the league versus sponsorship for the athletes themselves? And how does that divide even work?
Yeah, well, it kind of trickles down in a way. So traditionally, the competitions don't really provide any type of compensation. I mean, they don't even pay to the bottom. So we're really trying to elevate. We have the highest prize purse there's ever been in the sport. And what we're doing is equal pay for men and women, things that weren't happening, in other
So if you win a tournament, what do you get?
Yeah, right now it's $50,000 for the first place, spread out over the season, multiple events, and then we crown a winner at the end. But we're hoping to grow that dramatically as the season goes on. But most events, they don't even pay down to 10th place. They don't. If you show up at our event and compete, you will be getting a check for participation, and it's amazing.
I'm guessing that streaming is what makes this all possible. The idea that there are broadcasters, there are streamers who are desperate for content, and they're willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
What was the decision to go with NBC and with Peacock? How many bidders did you have? That's where the action is right now.
It is. I mean, look, I mentioned the Olympics coming our way. I'm a big fan of NBC. It was something where it just felt right, and they've been super supportive, and other leagues before us have joined NBC and had this amazing trajectory. The PLL, the Pickleball League, the Professional Lacrosse League. And so we're really just kind of like learning from these other leagues, kind of using F1 as our sort of North Star, this high-end sort of experience where normally you go to Aspen and you get the Swiss businessman that comes through. You get, the Kardashians, these people, they want that experience of Aspen. And snowboarding events for the longest time have had this kind of grungy culture wrapped around them, which is fine. It's kind of where we came from, this rebellious place. But we're really trying to elevate this now. We've kind of had this Paddock Club style 3-story glass structure at the bottom. We're serving hot sake and sushi and people. You're watching this incredible event. And there's musical performances, all this stuff wrapped around it. But to touch on what you said, it's a mixture of things. We're bringing in some amazing sponsors. I mean, we have Tiffany's making our trophies. We have Marriott, these massive brands coming in to support. And then we're raising, obviously, on the side to make sure we can extend the events because we want to get up to 10 to 15 events within the next 2 to 3 years.
Do most of the athletes either... I assume, do they make money doing this? Does it cost them? I mean, a lot of golfers who are on the tour, it ultimately costs them to be on the tour.
Yeah.
It's really only the tippy top that are really making a nice living doing this.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I felt so fortunate in my career. I'm like, how can we change this? How can we make it better? So you'll see some athletes have posted on social and things like that how much it actually costs them to get to these events. And taking first or second place didn't even cover their travel to get down there. So we're really trying to elevate and really pay the athletes well. And through success with the league and more stops and the growth, I think we're really going to change the lives of the athletes, which is amazing. And make a synergy for the season, right? I was 16. I had this undefeated season, won every competition I entered, got to the end of the year, and they're like, the interview, I'll never forget, amazing accomplishment, Shaun. Like, no one's ever done that, but how's it feel to not be the world champion? I'm like, what? Exactly. Like, what did I not do to earn that title? So you really see a fragmented season. And again, like any traditional sport, we want just like a common place to show up, watch these athletes, and
I feel like I just saw you skiing indoors. Is that true?
I was, yeah.
In Jersey, right?
In Jersey, all places.
Could you ever could you ever pull this off as an indoor situation?
We're
like
talking
in the middle of the
about
summer in Dubai or something?
We're talking about it. Look, it's a really, truly global series. So we're talking with New Zealand, South America and Chile, these places. And yeah, we would love to do something indoors. It's definitely going to be more challenging to build something like that because you need the ceiling height, you need the weight, all of that.
Is there any facility in the world right now that can do that?
They're building a few right now that could probably handle it. So yeah, stay tuned. But it's exciting.